right, so welcome to the podcast. We have Christian Hernandez on the line. How you doing, Christian?
Not too bad. Thanks for having me.
Good, good, good. So we are going to talk all things factoring today. You work with JD Factors. How'd you get into the business? What's your background?
Well, I studied at Humber College, general business administration diploma, and then I was going to do my CGA, but decided that wasn't for me. I kind of stumbled into factoring through my lines of work in collections and administration, and like everyone else, I had really no idea what factoring was. So before I took the interview, I made sure I went to the good old Google machine and Googled factoring and found out exactly what it was. So it was something that kind of caught my attention. I really believed in the product and helping people that don't fit in the predetermined box. So that's basically it. That's how I kind of stumbled across factoring. Been with JD Factors since 2008. And it's the best company I've ever worked for.
So you must really have a scope, because being from somebody who's had, we all hate collections. We hate when they call us, and I hate having to call them, right? And so having that collections experience, and now being on the other side where you're kind of helping customers before they get to that point, for a lot of stuff, it must give you, it must be a nice sign of relief, and you must be able to really help them because you know both sides of the coin.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. So like I said, I've been with JD since 2008. So I actually started out as an account manager, and I was, in the trenches, so to speak, day to day. I was collecting the money on behalf of our clients, ensuring that we were getting them the best possible rate in terms of days outstanding, collecting the money as fast as possible. So, it is an interesting perspective because, like you said, you never want someone calling for collections. It's kind of like, oh, what's going on here? What's owed now? But here at JD Factors, we take a very strong customer service approach. It's very important that we don't disrupt the course of business between our client and their customer. Right. The best way to describe it is that, if we go and piss off our client's customer, they're no longer going to buy from our client or hire our client to do services. Therefore, we in turn aren't going to have any invoices or receivables from our clients. So it's very important that the customer service aspect is maintained, but at the same time, a job has to be done, and that job is to get the money in.
Right. Okay. So I'm sure people are getting confused now because people understand collections and they may not understand factoring, and there is quite a difference. So explain to us what factoring is, the basics of it.
Absolutely, thanks. So factoring is, in essence, is the sale of an open or outstanding accounts receivable at a discount. So to break it down to layman's terms, let's say that you are a business and you have an invoice for $100. Right. That $100 invoice is promised to be paid in 30 days. But you need that $100 now. So you can't wait 30 days. So what we do at JD Factors is we'll purchase the receivable for any completed job or service, and then we will give you a percentage of that money up front. So using the example of $100, we would give you anywhere between $80 to $95 once you've completed the job. We would then send off the invoice to your customer, and we would then act as your accounts receivable department moving forward, calling them for payment, ensuring that they have the invoice, so forth. And therefore, you have your money immediately, right away.
Right, right. And so what types of, now you have a very substantial stake in the trucking industry, and that's where I know you guys from. You've been in transportation for many, many years, and I can see that, fuel and all that, you have to pay stuff like fuel and drivers and equipment and maintenance. You have to pay those things now. You can't wait, 60 days to pay the driver or pay for fuel or those kind of things. So I understand in the trucking industry why it's very important. But what types of companies would have to be, like, how does a company have to be set up to use factoring? Could somebody like myself, who's not a trucking company and is just kind of, solo or partnership, can they use factoring services?